Hi, I'm Tim.
And I'm Todd.
And welcome to
Back in Time with Tim and Todd. I've got a riddle for you, Tim. What do you get when you cross India and China? Indochina. You guessed it. Today we'll be talking about Indochina.
But where is Indochina?
I'm glad you asked, Tim. Indochina comprises modern-day Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia. It was the name given by the French when they colonized the area. It is located south of China and east of India on the southeasternmost peninsula of the Asian continent.
Wow, how interesting. Let's talk to Granny with a timeline of major events. In 1858, France invades Vietnam and obtains 3 eastern provinces.
I'm on my way from misery to happiness to thee.
In 1864, Laos is declared French colony.
In 1867, France signs a treaty with Vietnam, giving them rule over Cambodia.
In 1887, Laos, Vietnam and Cambodia are united as Indochina.
In 1888, France defeats rebels in northern Vietnam and Laos.
In 1897, France builds railway from Vietnam to China.
Ho Chi Minh declares Vietnam's independence.
In 1946, the Vietnam War begins.
In 1950, Vietnam's independence is recognized by the USSR and China.
In 1953, King Sihanouk declares independence from France in Cambodia.
In 1954, Viet Minh defeats France and French Indochina ends.
Thanks for that, Granny. Now we'll be talking about which European countries were involved.
Thanks, Professor. That was a word of wisdom. Now we're going to show you how it happened. Why are you here?
I am here to enhance trade with China. I want to stop British and Dutch influence, and I also want a naval base. I want your natural resources. I'm here for your rubber, rice and coal.
The French developed Indochina while they were there. They brought in French architecture and culture. They tried to bring in Christianity, but that didn't really work.
They developed new buildings and railways and wanted to change the education and language to French. They also wanted the Indo-Chinese to appreciate French culture and French standards of deportment.
Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go. I don't want to miss it when you hit that high. Wake me up before you go. 'Cause I'm not planning on going solo. Wake me up.
The French planned to establish better irrigation methods, education systems, transportation and communication. But in the end, lots of the impact on Indochina was negative. The French brought in taxes, forced labour and baguettes.
Nowadays, Indochina has lost many of their traditions and customs due to attempting to become French. They are now poor, and some newspapers are printed in French. Indochina now has a bad relationship with France because they colonised Indochina, made changes, and then they went to war against each other. America and Indochina now have a bad relationship, but their relationship was good in World War II when America supported Indochina against the Japanese. But then they had the American-Vietnam War. China and Indochina have a good relationship. China didn't like France colonising Indochina and assisted Vietnam during the Vietnam War. China fought a brief border war in 1979 but have since worked to improve their diplomatic and economic ties. Britain and Indochina have an okay relationship because Britain helped the French take over Indochina.
We need to remember that Indochina is not just Vietnam. It's Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia.
Indochina and India have an okay relationship because India helped the French take over Indochina. Japan and Indochina have a bad relationship because Japan invaded China and Vietnam during World War II. Japan, US, France and Germany were all in a way ganging up on Indochina. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Back in Time with Tim and Todd.